This is
Well, the problem was I was trying to go on YouTube Live, and then they changed their system, and I couldn't get in, and I got a number from them to on my phone to input, and I kept inputting that number, and they kept rejecting me. So today we're trying Facebook Live, an alternative. There's always something with technology. You think you're going to get it right because you've been doing it for a little bit, and then boom, they change something, and then it messes you up. Right?
yeah.
Are you there, Justin?
And I'm here.
Okay.
So,
Hi this is cloudy Seattle. How about you?
Puerto Rico, tiny little island in the Caribbean.
Is it sunny? How's it now?
It's kind of cloudy. It was raining a couple minutes ago, but it's been sunny for the past few days. So it's good that we get some rain. You know, it like
yeah, rain is good.
Yeah, plants need it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's good.
So what's today's topic? What are we gonna talk today about?
Well, I thought today we can talk about qi, because you know Feng Shui is really about qi. So everybody says, okay, what's qi?
So
what's qi?
And not just Feng Shui is about qi. Everything is about qi.
True.
So,
absolutely true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But so we have to define qi for everybody, because you know maybe people don't know what qi is, or they have a different perception of qi, right?
There's a misconception that people think qi as just energy, as simple energy. There's in the Japanese, you're Japanese, I think you call it ki, right?
Yes, so, in Japan we call energy ki. Qi we call
and
ki. Yeah.
Ki, and India is prana, and but in America people just say energy, and qi is much more than just energy. Like when you think about energy, in general, the general perspective of the people is that you have the aura, and if you see cartoons and Japanese animation, you see like they throw energy beams or they raise their energy around, and but that's just one aspect of energy.
Yes.
Qi, you gotta think of qi as the smallest particle that connects everything else, or everything that you see. So in the quantum physics, they always looking for the smallest molecules. Oh, we got atoms, and then we got inside the atoms, and now oh wait, there's space between atoms. They are not close to each other, and they are always trying to go deeper and deeper and deeper. So, but qi is pretty much the essence that makes all that come together. And even though we might not be able to see it, as the wind, we can feel it. We can see how it manifests through things.
Right.
So for the people know trade, pretty much be in a relation with environment and improve the aspect on the chi perspective. And in Feng Shui, we say that form finds chi.
Pardon? Can you know what, Justin? I don't know why you're breaking up quite a bit, and you're a little bit frozen. So you might have to repeat that again. Oh, he can't hear me. Oh, we lost connection. We lost connection. Hopefully he'll come back on. We lost Justin. So, okay, I will talk about how in Feng Shui we see qi. Qi, as Justin said, is what makes all things in the universe. And even if we can't find it or see it, we believe it's qi. Everything is made out of qi. And qi, they say, is the essence of the universe. I think the closest thing, oh, here we go, Justin's back. The closest thing to chi in English, we would say, is the intrinsic energy. Hey, we got somebody here. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, welcome. Oh, that's it's a friend from Canada.
Oh, really? That's great. Does he have
Yeah.
volume? Can we hear you, Thomas?
I'm not sure.
That's okay.
It's a
When he's
connecting
connecting, we
audio.
can, yeah, that'd be great. So we're talking about energy. So I
Yeah.
would say in English, the closest I use, the terminology that I use is intrinsic energy.
Oh, never heard of that. That's a
Really?
good term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the energy within the thing, you know, intrinsic. Yeah.
In interesting. Intrinsic energy. Huh. I'll look for a word in Spanish.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Every culture has their own term for that chi, which means that it's universal. It's not only particular to China.
yeah.
And
So
actually,
uh, I was saying, I think,
can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing?
yeah, go ahead, go ahead. That there's a delay in the communication
Oh,
because of, but yeah, go ahead.
okay. So in the Japanese and Chinese language, you know, we use characters, right?
Mhm.
So when we say, how are you in Japanese, we say genki. There's ki, right? The first word is gen. The second word is ki. So I would say, Justin, genki, and that means, how are you? But when you look at the characters, ki is the chi, and gen means source. So how's your source of energy? So a lot of the language is like that. How's your, and for disease, we have byoki. So that means byo, sickness, energy.
I see.
So a lot of it, the language,
So
we use ki in it and chi in it.
yeah, is that the Asian cultures has more this the concept of energy is more like impregnated in your
Yeah.
culture,
Mm-hmm.
more part of not just a concept, but it's part of the way you talk and the way you behave. It's everywhere. It's just in the culture. In
Yeah.
America, it's not. It's more like how you feel. Like it's more like a feeling,
Yes.
but it's more superficial.
Yeah. It's more surface, not as much inside.
Yeah. So in Feng Shui, the reason why Qi is important and we are talking about this is because it's not just the essence of everything, but Qi carries life. What has Qi is alive. What don't have Qi dies. So a good place, a good house, it's a place that has good energy, it's abundant in Qi, and not just abundant, but has a good flow like a river. And that can nourish the people who live in that house. So you're always in constant in exchange with chi of in relation of your environment and the people next to you. You hang out with someone who is depressed all the time, eventually you will feel depressed because you're changing that chi. Or if you are very happy, you might help that person because you are exchanging also your happy chi. So depends on who's stronger. So that they in exchange of chi, and you can or share feelings also. So, but in the, if we cannot, for us that we are feng shui consultants, how we can track it? How do we know, oh, this place has good chi or bad chi if we cannot see it? So, as I was explaining before, the connection went out. As the wind moves through the places, we might not be able to see it, but you see the breeze, you see the, the palm trees moving, you see the water shifting, you see the sand, you see how the wind shapes the sand. So by that, you can analyze the flow of the wind. And as our teacher, Dr. Sue says, the wind, the chi is like the, I mean, the wind is like the breath for the planet, and the water is like the blood, in the body. So we're looking for that balance. If your blood flow is not good, you get sick. But also, if your breathing is not good, you get sick also. So you gotta balance those two elements. And we study the chi through forms. How does it move through the form? So pretty much, form defines energy. We might not be able to see see it itself, but we can see the forms, and that forms tell us something. And well, this is not something we can teach you how to do it in a short conversation. We have been years studying this, but there's ways for people who don't know feng shui to understand qi, and these are forms like for example,
I can show. Should I? You want me to share my screen?
show the dog pictures that you showed me earlier.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna share my screen.
So that way people will have a better understanding of what we're talking about, of how form can manifest the energy. It's an expression of it. Remember, chi is the essence of everything. So it's not just in the forms, it's also in moving the space. Like, you see that dog? So you don't know dog language. You cannot understand what the dog is saying by words or what it wants to express. But the form of its face, you see the ears, you see how it moves like forward, you see the little tongue coming out. So it tells you something, it gives you information.
That's right. That's right. So you can see from his expression, his eyes, right? What he's feeling, even if he can't speak.
That's right. So it's the form of its face. For example, I'm sad, frowning, smile goes down. So it gives a sense of downward energy. You're happy, smiles goes up. So upward energy.
Right.
So it's something universal.
Right. So without the dog talking, we know exactly he's asking for something. Doesn't he look like it?
Yeah.
To me, he's like, oh, can I have this? He wants something, you know? I don't even have a dog, but my siblings have dogs. Okay, I'm going to show you another dog. You tell me what kind of chi you feel from this dog.
Oh. I want to get it from the screen and bring it home.
So sad looking, right?
Yeah. But it's because it's a puppy. So he's like, oh, I'm here in this box by myself, and you're at the other side.
Yeah.
So, but what I was saying, like, you see the eyebrows,
yes,
and you see the mouth,
yes,
and the eyes here, the cheekbones are more like going downward. So, and the ears also are downward. So all the form that is expressing, it's downward energy. So it gives you that feeling. So usually when you see a more happy dog, even the tail goes up and it starts shaking it, and the ears go like, oh, what's going on? So it's all expressed in forms.
Yeah. The
But
facial form, the body form, and then the reaction is, you know, you become sad too, and you want to help them with your, you know, so you have that little bit of resonance because you feel for the dog and you want to pick them up to make them feel better, right?
you have another dog?
Oh yeah, I have another dog. Okay.
Huh. That's a curious dog. It's like, what's, you know, it's like trying to figure out what's going on. You call for me?
Yeah. It's like, or something attracted their attention, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And see, we don't talk dog, but as we're saying,
But we feel dog.
you can see in the form, like it's more uptight, it's tension,
Right.
eyebrows lifted up, are not like puppy face. It's not like, it's like, you know, it's looking for attention.
That's
So,
right. You see the posture? It's like, oh, what was that? You know,
yeah.
the posture is lifted. Yeah.
So, everything in, as we say, she manifests through forms. Why we're showing you these pictures, so you understand and have a better experience, like how you can feel through form. This is just an image. It's not even moving. It's just a picture. But the form of the image, what it expresses, it tells you something.
Yes.
And that feeling, that thing that you're feeling is the interaction with the chi energy, or the concept that we're talking. I'm saying concept because chi is expressed in 3 different aspects. So
Yes.
there's the energy aspect, there's a physical aspect, material aspect, and there's the energy aspect, and there's the information aspect.
Wait, let me see if I can pull up my image. Can you see that?
No, I don't see that. I'm looking at the dog, the one that is uptight.
Oh.
So this is not just expressing.
Can you see this one?
Nice, perfect.
Okay.
So as I was saying, you have the matter aspect, the chi energy aspect, and the information aspect. But all these are aspects of the chi. Chi, as we said earlier, is the very, very essence that interconnects everything that is in the universe. So,
for example, let's use the dog as an example. Okay, to understand the dog's chi, what's the matter of the, what is the matter?
The matter is the dog itself. So matter, it's like everything that is tangible. It's the matter aspect of chi. Your cell phone, your computer that you have, it's the matter aspect of chi. It's chi.
It's the physical, tangible thing. Matter is a physical, tangible thing. Okay.
But also, chi is expressing an energy aspect. And this is the part that people think that chi is, or ki in Japanese, or prana in India. So they always refer as chi as just the energy aspect.
Right.
And the energy aspect,
the physical energy.
Well, in the energy aspect, you have how to put it? You have the emotions also. You use for healing. You have the aura. You have feelings. It's very complex to define.
But then that's why we have the information. Energy is the information is the thought form.
Thought form.
Mind.
And then you have the feeling.
Kind of like mind, body, energy. right?
Oh, yeah. So it's basically, I'll resume this. So if we start by information, how you think is how you feel, and then it's how you will act.
Correct.
So pretty much you have those three aspects over there. So the cool thing about this is that if you understand one of them, you can understand the other. For example, if I go to a house to do a feng shui consultation,
Mhm.
I'm looking at the matter aspect of the physical space. I just
Correct.
go in and the physical space of the house.
Correct.
But then, okay, how do I feel in that space?
Yes.
What makes there's some space that makes you feel very cozy, or other places feel overwhelmed and sad. There's different feelings when you get in a place.
Correct.
And that's your inner part reacting to the chi energy aspect.
Right.
So, and there's the information level. What does this tells me about the people who live in here?
Absolutely.
If you go to a place that is red, that is like the rotten food, it smells bad. Like, what does this tells me about these people? Obviously, these people are not living in healthy conditions, so these people might be sick also. So there's information. But if you go to a place that is clean, that is nice, that you see, oh, you can relate it to the life quality of the person who lived there. So it tells you, it gives you information. But the thing is that people are not aware of this. We feel it. It's in our nature, but we're not aware of this. And even though we show you the dogs, so you have a better understanding of the feeling, chi is just not in living beings. As we say, it's everything. So it's in the forms. And your house, it's a form. It's composed of different squares and circles and curves, and it has different forms.
Right. Right.
So
every form projects some form of energy.
Yeah.
And then it's the combination of those that creates the whole energy. And that's, as consultants, we go into assess. Right? So we got to read the situation. Oh.
And also study remedies to redirect or improve energy flow of the space.
Right.
For example, if we say the chi move with the wind, and then you have a desert and there's nothing to stop the wind, chi will just only flow and will not be condensated, so you cannot nourish itself. So that's why most deserts don't have life. But then when you add a mountain that blocks, that not blocks, but holds that wind
an area
and slow it, then the living beings can nourish from the chi that is being carried by the wind. If you have a house, for example, and let's say your house is rectangular and this is the door and this is a glass and you go in and then go out, if the wind is crossing, the energy is crossing from the inside to the outside so fast that it cannot nourish the people or the house itself. Because that's why more houses are square, and then you can have an energy flow within, and then it goes out. So, but forms every, imagine your cell phone. If your cell phone, oh look, the background is fade away. So cell phones are more.
Oh, Justin, did we lose you again? You became frozen.
Hello? I think I lost connection, not sure.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, hello. All right, so cell phones are mostly, well, all cell phones has a square shape. It's a rectangular shape. Imagine, guys, whoever is looking at this, pick up your phone. Imagine if your phone was triangle. You must feel very strange. Or if it was a circle, like you have like a cookie, and that's your cell phone, a circle. You know,
Cookie.
it gives a feeling. It's very strange. So this strange feeling that you are seeing when you visualize your phone as triangle, that's you reacting to the chi aspect of form of that device. So now it's just a phone and it makes you feel strange. Now imagine be inside that form, and that's the equivalent of your house or a building or a structure.
Yes. So wait, I've got another example. Let's look at that. But this is not about, it's not of houses. Share screen. Let's go back to the dogs. Here. Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks like Puerto Rico. Looks
Oh,
like
really?
home.
That looks
Yeah.
like Hawaii. So how do you
Awesome.
feel when you see this?
Oh,
Relax.
I just want to go out. This quarantine, you're making me suffer looking at this picture. I've been stuck in my house for a month.
Yeah.
So
Everybody, not only you, Justin. Everybody.
it gives me a sense, yeah, it makes me feel so good. I just want to be there. It gives me a sense of freedom, but also it feels vitalizing. It feels energizing. It feels like you go there and just by laying on there, you will just like energize your whole self. So it gives a very good feeling. Water is calm, trees looks healthy, looks very green, sand, nice. It's
I
beautiful.
feel like I want to take a deep breath when I'm there. You know, it's like I want to just take in the sun and the sky. There's so much sky. You just want to take it in, you know? Yeah, you just want to
And
breathe it all in.
we're just looking at a picture, and yeah, the picture will activate some memories in your brain, but more than that, it makes you feel something because, and it's the form of the place. We could have shown you a picture of a more raging water and big waves, and it will make you feel different also because it's the form of the water.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can change to the
next picture.
You see this different feeling.
Yeah, very different.
Very different feeling. A darker mood. You know, it doesn't mean that it's an ugly place. It's beautiful. Like those trees are still beautiful. The mountains are beautiful.
Yes,
but
very energized. Different kind of energy.
Different kind of energy. Since it's cloudy, and the grass is not green, it gives kind of like a more it's not dark feeling, but you know, it's kind of more like
I feel a sharper energy.
Yes. So, and it's the form. Okay, guys, form. When we talk about form, we're just not talking about shape. Form, colors are forms. Even sounds are an aspect of form, and now it's already proven that sounds make form. You put a baking powder in a speaker and you put a mantra and it vibrates and creates forms, or you put a heavy metal song, or you depends on the vibration of the sound, it creates a different form. So anything anything that you can perceive with your five senses, six senses, it's five senses is form and the six senses information level.
That's right.
So kind of like that.
Okay.
But if you can perceive it with your senses, then it's a manifestation of the chi in that form.
Well, I mean, just look at the mountains for me. When I look at the mountains and they have very sharp ridges, you know, very sharp, It's a very, you know,
And
it's
it's
not like a
rocky.
smooth flowing mountain, you know, it's got peaks and
Mm-hmm.
crevices, quite defined, you know, a very, a kind of harder energy, you know,
Yeah.
that's, I feel. Um, but you see how it dips and it's open in the middle? It's, it feels good, you know,
Mm-hmm.
open. And
Yeah,
how it
and if you see,
just surrounds the that little house there. Very
yeah,
good energy.
yeah, it's good energy. It's like the mountains are holding the chi flow in that bowl. So life is nourishing inside that area. Even though mountains are rocky, it's because also the weather over there
Mm-hmm.
and landscape.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, there's abundance of trees. It's not
Yes.
just one, two trees. There's
Yeah.
tons of them.
Right.
So
So as you
so.
can see, you know, observation is the most important thing. You know, like
Mhm,
Justin noticed trees. You know, we notice the shape of the mountain. You know, we notice that that's the kind of stuff that you've got to pick up on, right?
mhm.
Right. Very good. Should we go on to our last photo?
Yeah.
You want to say anything else, Justin?
No, I think people are by now they must be understanding what we're talking about this energy flow. It's very important because we're gonna continue to do these talks so you can learn feng shui also and have a better understanding of your awareness.
Yeah.
And chi concept is the base of this. We feng shui consultants analyze the flow of chi through the spaces, and we're looking to live in balance. A lot of people talk about, oh, I want to live in balance, a balanced life, or I want to live in balance with my environment. But to be able to achieve that, you must understand how the chi move so you can be in balance with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you, you want to have a balanced body and you work out and you don't know how to breathe. And you're like, I'm doing a good workout. But if you don't know how to breathe, how you can perform the exercise well? So when you start to work out, they tell you breathe after every time you do a repetition. Breathe in, control your breathing. So that's why we're talking about chi. It's very, very important. And guys, if you have any question, you can comment
Yes.
us, you can email us, and
Yes.
you know we just want to help you to understand this because it's everywhere. It's in within you. It's
And
all
you're
around you.
surrounded your whole life
Yeah,
by,
yeah.
you know, our environment. Okay, wait. I've got one more image.
Huh.
Now, how do you feel when you see that?
I just don't want to get lost in that place. It's
I
very,
feel a little bit of fear in there
yeah,
because it feels kind of enclosed.
entangled.
Yeah, and you look at the form of the trees, very chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
and like you say, tangled. What
Yeah,
else?
listen.
What else do you see, Justin?
Um, it's also here there's the as in the previous picture also there's a lighting aspect
Mhm.
that also lighting represents chi. Good bright light represent good chi. And no, well, I don't want to say like good chi because there's not such a thing like as good bad. These trees are not bad trees. It's
Absolutely.
just the energy flow, the chi flow within these trees are more segmented. So it's
Correct.
segment, how you say. So remember, you need good flow to have a more healthy or more life chi. When it's too entangled or too slow or the light is too dark, then it's less chi. So remember, more chi, more life, more alive. Less chi is more towards, like, I don't want to say death. People can feel it like, oh no, you die there. That's not the concept, but
I
it
would,
gives that
mhm.
feeling.
I would say it's a little bit more, because it's chaotic, it is stagnated, the energy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
And
cannot go forward. You kind of get stuck.
so if this is a representation of your blood flow in your body, you don't have good blood flow, you get sick. If you have a better blood flow, you are more healthy. So, that's pretty much what we're talking about. It's about the chi flow. So that's why this picture gives that kind of like a bad feeling. And it's because the flow, she's very entangled, it's dark. If you keep moving forward, you just go darker. And also, it's going down. So you're like going downhill to this darker, more entangled place. So, it's,
That's why I think I feel fear. You know, you don't know where you're going because you cannot see. You know, like the other photo, like the other image, you can see. You know, I know where I'm going, and you can see where you're
mhm.
going. This one, you cannot see where you're going. You know, you're kind of in suspense. So there's that suspended feeling too, but it's a little bit of fear. It's a little bit of unsure. You know, that's the kind of feeling I get when I see this.
Okay, go back to the beach.
Okay.
I,
You want to go back
I
to,
want to
okay.
go. Oh yeah, so much so nice. We can finish with the beach picture. So we'll finish with this. Oh, nice energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wide open space, well light up, green plants. It looks healthier. Water crystal clear. It looks fresh.
So
So
just now from these three images, we all get certain feelings because, it resonates with our lives. And maybe that's what I want to tell you is, even in your house, when you have a picture like this, it affects how you feel, right?
mhm.
So you got to choose your images wisely.
Images. Also colors of the house. If you paint your interior too dark, especially if your house don't have much lighting, it will give like this dark feeling also. And we are in a constant impact with the environment. Like our environment is impacting our life. When I say impact, don't mean in a bad way, but we
Affects.
respond. We respond, yeah, affect. We respond to to the chi manifestation of the place we're living in. We're living in. So it's good, as Jenny says, good images that feels good, open space, clean. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think people get it by now.
I think we made our point. Yeah. Well, very good. Very good. So, is that good for today? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm gonna go to the beach, so
Not
I'll
today.
change my computer back to the beach.
You're not allowed to go to the beach now, are you?
No, I'll mentally go.
Oh, you mean mentally. Yeah, get in your mental space, and I will get in my mental space to think that I'm in Hawaii too.
And I'll put my shorts, my swim shorts, and I don't know. I will have that feeling like my sunglasses, and I would just be in the house, but as if I were going to the beach.
That's my question in the future, like AI, if we just put on this helmet and we get there and get in that space, it can be quite healing,
Yeah, it can.
right?
Yeah, because
Right.
as we said earlier, um, how we think, it's how we're gonna feel, and then it's how
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Yeah.
So you put your mindset in that space, even though if you're not physically there,
Yeah.
but for the body, it will react and feel how is you were actually there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's a lot of neurologic studies about this, like the same parts of the brain gets activated either if you're looking something, physically looking, or if you're visualizing.
Right.
For the brain, there's no difference. It will
Right.
activate the same parts.
Right.
So it's because also you are being impacted by the chi of your imagination also.
Mhm.
So it's important that you try to keep a happy mindset.
Okay. Well, that was great, Justin. Thanks for your time and energy today. Good chi. Good chi. Got to keep
Thank
up
you
with
so
good
much. Thank you for all the pictures, all this forum, and
Yeah.
I love to do this. So
That's
looking
great.
forward. Next Thursday, right? Puerto Rico time is 1 p.m. and Seattle 11 over there.
No, 10. 10.
And let's forget 10
Yeah.
10
West
a.m.
Coast
for
time is
Seattle.
10. That's correct.
Yeah, every Thursday. So thank you guys for coming and looking forward to hear about you, your questions, and what topics you would like us to
Absolutely.
talk about. So
Absolutely. Justin
here
and I
we're gonna
would
be.
like you to send us questions. You can do it through Facebook, through anything, email, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you and have a great week. Take
Ciao.
care. Bye, Justin.